Hi friends, I'm Shahista. I'm mixed media artist and teacher. I love to explore creative side and share with you all. Beside this, I write poems and stories on Pratilipi. So other day I was painting these bunches of grapes. Uh, then I without and I was not actually um, recording it. Later I got this idea that I should have recorded it. So I'm sharing half of the painting with you all, but it's just similar, just same that it will give you idea that how to do it. Nothing different. I'm using all shades of blue and purple, and I'm doing this bunches of grapes from actually I have searched a reference photo and I haven't drawn it exactly the way it was, but I just got it. I just took the idea and I'm painting it on my mixed media journal from Zen Sangam, and I'm using watercolor pencil Faber Castell, which was gifted to me by my brother. So I have used all shades of blue color, purple color for grapes, and yellow, red, and green shade for leaves and stems. I am also drawing red grapes, the one which haven't ripened. So which haven't ripe. So yeah, we need to use when you're doing watercolor painting, and especially when it is watercolor pencils, you need to take control of water, that how much water you need. For grapes, you will not needed you will not be needed much water. What I mean to say, for grapes, first you need to shade it with the purple and blue, and also use brush pen for outlining the grapes. Then once you're satisfied with the color, with the shades, with the shade of grapes, use damp brush, not much uploaded with the water, but just a wet or damp brush to mix it well. This will give you a nice and great of effect of grapes. One thing you should remember is, do not rush the thing. Go slow and don't use much water while blending the colors, because that will ruin your painting and pages. And if if the water mixed out with other colors of your painting, it will also ruin your painting as well. So you need to take care while painting and enjoy the process, which is very important. Yeah, I'm using watercolor pencil, but you don't have to use it necessarily watercolor pencil. You can also use watercolor cakes or watercolor tubes for same. You just have to mix 2 3 shades of same color of purple and blue, specifically for grapes, and even red for grapes. So if you're using watercolor tube, remember to mix 2 3 shades of same color by controlling the water. So if you mix the color with lots of water, it will give you transparent look, and if you mix, or if you apply or put a little water in your color, it will give you dark shade, more of a opaque look. But if you want totally opaque, then use gouache color, not watercolors. But I'm using watercolor pencils, because watercolor pencil is good for practicing when in between your busy schedule. You can use watercolor pencil to practice it out. It is good for carrying out when you're traveling, so you can quickly sketch it out, sketch your art piece, and then keep it like this or keep it dry if you want dry output, or you can use damp brush to give a wet output, or to get a wet art. So it works in two ways. If you want color art, you can just use color pencils, and if you want watercolor, then apply a little amount of water and mix it and blend it well. It is also easy to carry, and with this you can also carry small journal or mixed media journal. I'm using mixed media here from Zen Sangam. It's great for dry and wet, both medium. It goes well with pencil and water based medium. Although I haven't tried acrylic yet, but I'm sure it will do wonder with that also. So here the stem I am also using orange, because it was there was a reflection of light in the photo. So because of that, you will find some light shades of leaves and grapes somewhere, and at else where you will find dark shades of leaves and grapes. So it works well when you take care, or when you go with your reference photo, so you know exactly when you where you want light or where you want dark. So if you want light shade, light shade of leaves, use more of a um, yellow color if you are using watercolor tubes, or even you can use light green. But if you want some dark shade, then use sap green or dark green. And oh yeah, there are in the output or in the final project, you will see that there is even red leaves, yellow leaves, orange leaves, green leaves. So I have taken all the colors for the leaves, because the painting was the same only. Like I told, I'm using reference photo, and the output actually turned out very great, very good. So you can do the same thing like I told. So for lighten up, I'm using yellow pencil here. Like I told, use yellow color for giving the light effect, and for dark effect you can use dark shades of blue or black. But I prefer more, and I suggest more dark shade of blue. Here I'm using gray, because there was a blurry image, uh, blurry background in the reference photo. So for the background, what you can do, hold your pencil lightly and give the light strokes of color, and give 2 3 strokes of different colors. Like here I have taken gray and yellow, because uh, there was a gray and yellow both colors hint in the background there. So I have used gray and yellow, and then once actually you hold the pencil very lightly and give very few strokes, then use wet brush, and this time load your brush with ample or good amount of water. But do remember that don't use so much water that it will damage or spread out in your painting and ruin it. So remember, this time a bit more water, and then nicely use the brush to give the blend effect. I have shown you guys 2 3 bunches of grapes, but you can draw as many bunches of grapes you want, or even you can draw one particular bunch, just one bunch for practice. The process for all of the bunches were same, so there's nothing that you guys missed out. So you can practice it out. You can pause the video in between and practice out, or you can actually see the entire video and try it out yourself. Remember, it's not something difficult or not something different, and not necessarily that you need to use this brush pencil or brush pens only for outlining the grapes or even leaves. I have used, but you can use color pencils. You can use same watercolor pencils or same watercolor to outline. Just outline first and then used use the color to fill the middle part. I i found it very light, so I repaint it again. I used a bit darker shade of purple, like second time, and to give because it was turning out very light that time, so that's why I used dark shade of purple and repaint it or paint it again. Once you are satisfied with your shade, with your color, you can move to the next bunch, or you can just draw a piece of small bunch of grapes. You can use it to make card. You can paint it in the card and gift someone, or you can just paint it and decorate your house. You can do many more things here. What is important that you're enjoying it. I'm using green for shading the leaves. Like I told, I'm using all the color red, orange, green. I think if I see in this photo, I have used actually almost all the color in this painting. It's a colorful actually painting. So I'm using a light green here. I'm using dry brush to lift out the excess water. You can do this, and this is called lifting technique. If it actually gives out very nice output. Then you can like I was telling, you can use it in your car, or you can use to decorate your house, or some of your school project, or just to practice it out. Practice out how to blend the color, how different colors go together, how to place the colors, different colors to give a nice effect. There's a lot of thing which you can learn from this painting. Yeah, so I will recommend you all to practice this colorful painting. And if ever you want to learn the placement of color, then do opt out for some colorful art only. So that will give you much idea that how colors actually come together and how it, you know, go together well, how well they go together. And for leaves, remember, um, when you're painting a leaf, you need 2 3 shades, because first you will color the leaf with light base, and then you will use dark shade of same color to draw the veins or lines on the leaves. So remember to keep 2 3 shades of same color ready, in case when you're using watercolor. You can also paint it with the this painting with the oil paster, and also with the soft pastel, but I don't think so it will be easy with that. But with oil pastel it will be easy. Yeah. See, I told you not to use a darker shade of color to draw the lines. I'm using yellow color here, and I'm using brush pen to draw the veins. And yeah, there actually the line spread it out. So this time I hold the pen straight, totally straight, so I can get a thin line. So remember that thing, and you will avoid the mistake like me. So I'm giving a final touch to this grapes. I have used dark blue color. And by the way, who all love to eat grapes? I think I love to eat grapes. I don't think, but I actually like to eat grapes. It's very good for digestive, and it's good. It's great. It's sour, sweet, and I have eaten. I think I have eaten even red grapes. Yeah. What about you all? Do let me know. Comment and let me know. So this one is orange leaf, and yeah, nothing. The same process, same procedure. Like I told, the steps are repeating, so it will be not much difficult for you all to understand that what to do next. Remember to use brush pen for drawing lines after your leaves are dried out. Do not use brush pen on wet leaves or on wet background, because that will just spread it out. So remember that use your brush pen after your leaves are dried out. Here I am outlining the leaves using the brush pen orange, and like I told, you can use even color pencil, sketch pen, but I recommend you, or it's actually I like to use brush pens too. Yeah, because brush pens also get very good um, brush pens actually blend it out with the water, so it gives a great effect. So the outline actually don't stand out much, but it actually get mixed, and still you can see the outline. So that's why I'm using brush pen, and even you can use that, or you can go with the sketch pen, whatever you want, you can do it. I'm actually painting leaves here first, then I will paint grapes. I'm using orange. This is pure orange, nothing mixed. And if you don't have orange, you can mix yellow and red for getting orange. And then I'm using same brush without drying it out to paint this part of leaves, so that will give the transparent effect. Okay, yeah, I have used this brush pen here over the wet leaf, because I want that particular part to show out, or to come out, to stand out. That's why I have used brush pen, because I want that particular part to stand out. Then I used brush to also blend that part. I'm using blending effect here. I want it to, I mostly use blending effect in my painting. I love it, and there are also techniques also, which I will be telling you or showing you with the videos like I will upload. So here I am painting red grapes. um, you can use only blue, or I haven't painted or I haven't used green color for grapes. If you want, you can use that also, your wish. your art, so you can try out different thing, you can be creative. It's some of the grapes were light from the reference photo, so I have kept some of the grapes light over here, some dark. So that's why I, like I told, use, don't dry your brush if you want light effect. Some of them is blue. I'm using color pencil this time, no brush pens. This time I'm using color pencils. I realized the grapes were too light. I have used more water, so I'm using the pencil again. But if in case it happens to you, do it carefully so that you don't damage your page. Here, the this I think so we have come to a last part of our painting, and then you will see the final output, and I'm sure you will love the final output, the final result, because it was actually very nice. I actually took I think I completed this painting in 1 week, because I painted it in parts and by parts. So between my busy schedule, between my busy days, so you can do the same. If you don't want to paint it in one go, then you can actually paint it in parts. You can paint one particular a bunch of grapes in a day, then you can move to other side. So you can plan it out in the same way like I did and do this painting. um so yeah, comment, and if you haven't watched my, if you're new to my channel, you can visit my channel and scroll down to my previous art videos. I'm sure you will love them, you will enjoy, and you will learn from them as well. Like, subscribe, and do not forget to comment, and also hit the bell icon for future updates, and keep creating, keep smiling, and take care. And I will see you soon with new video. And do let me know if you want to see any specific thing from me, so I can do my best to show it. And you know my Instagram ID, so if you want to share your video, if you want to share, sorry, your art with me, not video but art, so you can actually tag me on my Instagram ID, and I will be very happy to see you all, to see your art, and see this is the final output. With this note, I will leave you all. Thank you everyone, and see you soon. Bye.